Welcome to Season 2, Episode 18 of PlaneSavers. So, welcome back everybody. We are in the midst of learning more about how we are going to be making the spar. So that is a spar jig. So we've spent a lot of time on the fourth wing metal spar. So, actually see Benjamin and Stella there doing some research. And so the fourth wing metal spar here, a lot of questions because I missed the fact on how Benjamin, look at the kitty, you're ruining the audio or enhancing the audio. So the number one question I got on the last episode was, how did Benjamin buck these rivets in the middle with this spar? So to learn that, Benjamin's going to reveal it at the end of the episode. So check by at the end of the episode. Benjamin, what you working on right now?
So I'm working on the spar material. We're looking at the drawings. There's basically two of them for the spars, and we're checking out how it's made and which type of wood we'll need, which type of dimensions and stuff. And we're making some weight estimates too. Because there's an interesting fact on the Ronsense drawing for the spar, is that they allow us to do, if you take a look here, they allow us to do an aerobatic version of the spars, which means they're going to be, if we take this option, they're going to be stronger, a bit heavier, not really that much, it's really negligible, a bit expensive, a bit more expensive, but really way stronger. So, what do you think, Mikey? Should we do that?
Oh yeah, so for sure. So Benjamin was showing me earlier, basically we got our metal spar, but the wooden spars are going to be 4 pieces of plywood put together. What was a 1/8?
Yeah, so it's 1/8. Basically, it's 2 top plates of 1/8 inch plywood, and then there's 2 side panels vertically of 1/16 on the classic version, 1/16, and 2 in the middle, 1/16 again. So the mod technically for aerobatic is that those 4 vertical plywood parts are replaced from 1/16 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch.
So basically we'll make the full box 1/8 to give it some more structure. We're not necessarily want to do aerobatics, but if the option is there to make it stronger, safer, we'll definitely take it. And Benjamin did the weight calculations and only adds, what, 12 pounds?
Yeah, 12 pounds.
So 12 pounds to make an airplane that much more structurally, safer. Definitely 100% going to do it. But one thing, it's almost Halloween, and I want to shout out to our #1 fan in Ireland, who's actually on her own, holy smokes, on her own Fokker build. So let's check this out right now.
Hey Mikey, it's Avian. I'm back. I'm working on my Fokker DR1 for Halloween, and I'm having a bit of trouble on the third wing, but I managed to get the tail and the flaps working. So I'll update you when it's finished. There's the other side of it. Bye, happy Halloween.
Thank you, Avian. That costume looks amazing. I can't wait to see it finished. Oh, and I can't wait to see William finished, because you know what William's doing right now? He's actually out doing flight training in a King Air. So not only just, actually not even training, this is his check ride. So the reason why William hasn't been in too many episodes is because he's actually been out training, going around the clock. So huge thank you to William for all the work and dedication. But today is the day, right now in fact. So I've been busy on my phone checking it and seeing his progress. So everybody, it looks like William is about to land. Let's head outside and see how he did. Oh, that Nolanor. Yeah, how'd you do?
Good, I think.
You think?
Yeah.
Think you passed?
We'll see. Probably.
Okay, Rob, what did you figure out?
So, poor Benjamin here is fresh out of school, and I can't help him because they didn't have this when I was in school either. He's got some good ideas, but here's my suggestion, and I would ask somebody. This thing's got to be you got to make 3 of these spar sections, right? So 9 feet from the tip, on average, 9 to 10 feet on the tip, has to go from 2 inches to 3/8 of an inch. That's pretty shallow taper on each side, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces have to do that. To cut each piece separately would be a feat in precision. And then glue them together and have them fit enough to put the plates on. When they built this, it was craftsmen with that just sanded for months. I would say when they say it takes 9 months just to build the spars, I think they're right. My suggestion would be take this air spray and see if they can bolt it in their CNC machine and cut the tapers and assembled, just like an electroplank. Because you would go from 9 months to 1 day.
Right.
I'm gonna say one guy over a year to build a wing.
I got bombarded by Benjamin and Rod, and they just started throwing numbers at me. But luckily, Benjamin just grabbed me. He figures out that he might have a solution.
Yes.
What are you thinking?
All right. So again, just to bring back the problem we have right now is that on each, let me get some tape. On each spar we have, okay. The issue is that it's composed of 4. If you look at this cross-section view, it's composed of 4 flanges made out of Sitka spruce, if I say it right. There's 4 of them, and each one of them from the middle, so that's the center line right there, to each end is tapered down on 9 foot. It goes from 2 inch wide to 3/8 wide of an inch. So on 9 foot, it's not even a degree, I think. It's really, really small. So in a manufacturing type of scenario, it's not ideal. We'll waste so much time, I think, in my opinion, just to do the tappers.
Okay, so just so we can do a recap here, what does that mean? Okay, so let's grab this stick right here and pretend that is, here, grab this, pretend this is 20 feet long.
Right.
And we want to start with this thickness here, and we want to end with just a little bit at the end here. So means you'd have to cut at a perfect angle, and you keep on, keeping 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 on, boom.
Yeah.
So that would be hard for this piece, let alone a piece that is whoop, that far away. So you can imagine that small angle we would have to cut. Now,
let me correct you a moment.
oh, what did I do wrong?
Because it's not only that. There's a tapper that goes from 3/8 to 2 inch, but it goes from 3/8 to 2 inch in the middle, and then it goes back to 3/8. So you have 2 tappers on the same piece of 22 foot.
Double trouble. That's a double dragon trouble there. Okay,
Exactly.
so folks, just so you know, it is difficult to do that, especially at a degree, because they're going to have to work with other pieces. So,
Yes.
what's the good news?
The good news is I've did some research. I've looked up at other builders, what they did on the forums and stuff, because me and Rod, like for exactly like this one, for the 4th wing spar, we've seen like this type of drawing with flanges, and for this one it was about the radius and stuff, and it seemed a bit odd. Like what we're thinking, me and Rod, is that those drawings are historically accurate, but maybe not ideal in plane building. So what I found online is a guy who said, I'll read it to you, everyone. Years ago, I went to Chuck Wentworth's hangar to discuss his DR1 and its construction with him. He pointed out my plans that the use of tapered flanges and the variable size blocks that are within the spars are a royal pain in the ass to make, and completely a waste of time. The Germans apparently were trying to save wood, and the savings in weight is not worth the effort. Not only was his triplane made this way, but so are others. Mine is too. so much easier to manufacture the spars, but again, don't take my word for it, do your research. So that's the info I found.
There we go. So that is a cookie crumb. Of course, we can't just assume something on the internet is correct, just like how you shouldn't assume everything on PlaneSavers is absolutely correct. So do your due diligence in anything you do. That's a good thing. I've never heard that. This is the first time I've heard that. So we're going to look into that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. So where do we go now? I think let's go see if we can find William. Oh, William, how'd it go?
Good.
You good? Did you pass?
Yeah, it's signed.
Oh, wow, look at this. There we go. That's awesome. So, commercial pilot.
Yeah, and now check King Air 100.
First trip tomorrow, Plumber's Lodge. Don't swear. Okay, folks, thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. How in the heck did Benjamin bucket those metal rivets, or the middle metal rivets? Benjamin, how'd you do it?
Alright, so first of all, small bucking bar. You remove one sleeve of your shirt. And then you don't eat too much, it's important. Take your bucking bar and all the way to the elbow like that.
Oh my lord, and you reached the whole thing.
The whole thing, so it's like 22 inches for the middle ones. You hope you're not you won't scratch yourself on the clicos or on the other rivets.
And did you use the gun for the other side?
The gun.
Who used the gun?
Oh, me, yeah. I did use the gun.
There you go, folks. Did you guess right? Did you guess that he simply just stuck his hand in? Let me know in the comments. Thank you, Avian, for sending that awesome video. Good luck with Halloween.
Nearly done.
You want to say goodbye, Jasper? Bye, Jasper. Bye, everybody.